SU. Decided to do a video of the upcoming. I'm where I formerly used to regularly be to record trains going by. Don't know how long this will take. I don't even know if the Amtrak's at the station yet. Station is around the bend over there, East Lansing Station. Last stop east before Durand Station. For those who don't know, even though I've shared it in some of my past videos, the signals you see ahead here, over on Main 1, that track, this is eastbound signals, by the way. It's a yellow over a red, and then a green. The yellow over a red is a default, and the green when it's deep. Yellow, red, and then yellow are the defaults east. Behind them are one color apiece, well, one signal head per side, westbound. Both are yellow defaults. There we go. Couldn't zoom out. I would take a wild guess, because it makes way too much sense, that the signal for westbound behind that green one right now is a red. This will be my second and final capture of the night, but my first and only one live. I got something on the CSX line before eventually making my way out here. No Canadian National freight trains today for me. And right now I'm being bit by mosquitoes that time of year. The jitteriness, though, is just because I can't stand still. And if you hear that noise, there's like a generator, I think. From right over there. It's 24/7. But it's not really that distinguishable from any train videos I did here. In fact, I still have a train video on my phone from yesterday, recorded from over here. I stood over there because the sun was out more than it is right now. And it was the first time I recorded a train here since I think April 8th, if I remember from my logs that I keep. So it's been almost 2 months since I recorded a train here. Most of them have been done at the East Lansing Station, and then Durand a lot. Hello, fast CSX. Don't mind me, just jetting away. And getting bit up by mosquitoes in the process. I am sacrificing my body to the mosquito tribe just for you rail fans. I would not do it again though. I'm going to be itchy for a while. I suppose the only way to stop this is if I bite them back. But that doesn't sound very sanitary, so I'm not going to do that. Again, for anyone else watching, sorry for the jitteries. Oh, I do too, but that depends on Amtrak. The eastbound green didn't even show up until maybe 10 minutes ago, which is not. It usually is green a little bit more before that. So I was beginning to think either Amtrak is going to be late, possibly could be, I don't know. Or if that yellow might switch to a red, meaning a westbound freight. Or potentially yellow over flashing green for an eastbound freight. But the only thing on the trail right now that I know of is the Amtrak. There could still be a freight train on track 1. I mean, the signal on the main 1 eastbound is already an indication to stop at the next signal anyway. My favorite locomotive? Well, at least in terms of appearance, I'm going to be biased about this. I'm going to say Canadian National just because it's the closest line to me. Not Hensing right now, but from where I live, it's the closest line. And I kind of like how they do their paint job, from like the red up front to the white. Wow, I can't even think right now. There's little mosquitoes buzzing around me. But that white slanted line and then the black. I don't know, I just like Canadian National's paint scheme. My left arm is really taking a beating here. Probably the new one, I guess. The one I. Okay, note to self, next time I do this, bug spray. That was my first mistake in not putting on bug spray. Let's see. Some bites there. There's like one right there, another right there. The mosquito tribe is happy tonight. For those who don't know, I'm now facing the west. I'm still getting bombarded with bites, including itchy ones of already received bites. Going to try to avoid getting some of the traffic in here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. For those who have seen or might casually see my rail fanning videos, I am usually at the East Lansing station. All those that go east away from the site of the signals eventually go around a bend, and this is that very bend. Only focused that direction instead of the same east. It is 2 minutes after 9. On a normal night where Amtrak is not late, I now would be here, or even there. So I was kind of correct in thinking that it was a little bit late. There's not going to be very many people getting on. I was at the station earlier, not for long, but I couldn't tell if people were waiting for Amtrak or if they were just waiting for one of the buses. I mean, yes, there's not going to be many people getting on, but probably plenty getting off. Oops. I could just stay still. I'll go ahead and focus back toward the east so you can all see the little colory signals. Okay, I'm sorry. I just now saw your comment past CSX. My least favorite? Uh, Honestly, I'm not sure I really have one. I don't really think I have a least favorite. As stated before, in some areas, I'm not, uh, just to put it in my wording, I'm not a normal rail fan. I'm not one who can tell you what kind of unit, like engine code or whatever, like SD70M or something like that. There's no way I'm going to be able to tell anybody what one is. I am just not smart for that. This is basically part of a 2-for-1 deal for me because I love to be outdoors walking around, and I just like trains. So I basically record trains, but I still get my own nice enjoyment out of it. Uh, if I ever go live from this area again, I think I'll do it from the crossing right near those signals. That way you can better watch a train come around from or go around the bend, depending on what direction it's going. I'm good on battery power. I've got 3/4 of it left. Amtrak will owe me some electricity if it makes me wait too long. Or electricity from the Durand Depot before. I'll say one thing. I don't necessarily like being out here, especially when it's dark. But when it is, it's just very cool to look at those signals illuminate. I thought I could tone down the coloring a bit. That's not so bad zoomed out though. Tell what's green, what's not. The red and the yellow, kind of almost as close as they are, kind of makes it look orange. But you can pretty much, in a way, tell that there's two different signal colors there. I want to see I hear it, but I'm not positive. Kind of hard to tell with that generator over there doing what it's doing. What I should be able to see, though, is this direction. The next crossing is a pedestrian crossing, including over there's a pedestrian crossing first, then the next main road. I should be able to see the pedestrian walkway signals activate just enough before Amtrak comes around the bend. Right now I don't see that. I just see the little white light doing what it's doing on the opposite of this one here. I'm going to focus back this way so these people can walk by and not get their 15 seconds of fame. Sorry, people. I might have gotten a little bit of it because I can't seem to hold a phone still. I'm not positive though. I wasn't paying attention to the phone when I turned. I won't focus this way too much longer because I would prefer getting this live stream with the Amtrak coming around the bend. So I'll just turn back now because the people passed and I might have gotten a little bit of them. And yeah, Fast CSX, it does look like one color on a phone, especially from this distance back. It is fun to be at that crossing over there, though. More and more, I kind of prefer busy areas. Over here is typically only busy in the afternoon with all the students coming out of classes or whatnot. But I do prefer a busier area nowadays. That's probably why I don't come here much as often now to Railfan. One of my friends at the East Lansing station by the Amtrak line, given my knowledge of everything, I didn't know if that was a legal thing to do or not. So ever since December, I've been kind of going over there a lot more. And because the CSX line is nearby, I can potentially get one of those too while I wait. Otherwise, here's the very direction of said CSX line. All you have to do is get around those trees. That's it. But obviously, it's not going to be in sight or view here, so it's a downside. I've already been here numerous TSX go. Wouldn't be able to make it back in time. Amtrak, you're late. I don't know how late you are, but I just know you're late. It's already 10 after. Or, yeah, 10 after. I'm going to turn back this way real quick. It's kind of harder to tell with this lighting, but I still love watching the lights reflect off the shiny rails. Let's see. I think I'm actually going to transfer over to this side. I might have a better view. Might. And I'm not as near that. I'm not. I mean, I can understand if there's the occasion it has to stop, especially like if you go like the next crossing after over there, it's no longer 2 tracks. So sometimes Amtrak does have to stop and wait for a westbound. So I mean, it could have to do that at times. Like, for the record, this is milepost for Canadian National Flint Line. This is 225. There's a livestock. There, I see the red signals on the crossing line for the pedestrian. Amtrak is coming right now. All right, enjoy the show, and I'll get some closing words after. Amtrak on its way now. Maybe. I do know that just as it arrives to the station, the crossing gates do go down on the road right by it. But I also have to consider it's not going to go full bore when it leaves the station. But the pedestrian walkway signals are active right now. And now they're not. Amtrak must have just arrived to the station. Yeah. All right. So the pedestrian walkway lights just shut off, so that means Amtrak has just arrived to the East Lansing station. Meaning today it is close to half an hour late. Okay, so we will hold it here a little bit longer. I will not stop the live stream until the Amtrak has taken the bend over there. Yeah, we would have seen it by now. So yeah, it did arrive close to half an hour late tonight. That's okay, I'm still here. I got plenty of battery. So I don't know how long it's going to take for Amtrak to drop off people and go. So for now, until I see the crossing, the pedestrian walkway go red again, I'm going to show you these tracks. Aren't they pretty? You wouldn't believe it if you saw them in person. I know that was a pretty bad pun on my part. You know, because of all the wood there. Yeah. Very funny, Blue. How about a look? Any north or any southbound trains? I should say not. About a northbound train on its way. No. At most instances, phone or camera pictures, actuality, justice. Though comparing with the phone out a little bit, in this current setting, it's actually not very far off. It's pretty close to the actual thing. My arm is getting tired, but at least I'm not as itchy. Probably hearing things here or something, but you know, it's been said that, especially in the cases of a lot of teenagers and whatnot, they've gotten used to their phones vibrating so much they think they feel the vibration in their pocket. As for me, I always think I hear trains when I don't. I mean, it's a possibility there's another CSX, but I'm not positive. It's not that busy a line. I used to think it only ran about 2 a day, but I think I'd up that to close to 5. That's roughly the count of this live stream from Bangor, Michigan. If you don't know about it, All Web Infused is the owner of it. It's a CSX line, but also gets its daily Amtrak. But there's only about close to 5 CSX on there a day. So it's roughly like the CSX line over there, only there's no Amtrak on that one. Okay. Still nothing yet on the way. Okay, doing this, it looks a lot better for the signals because I'm focused toward the dark more. But given that the signals went off, I do know the amp won't be too much longer now. And that means the mosquitoes will no longer to be able to feast on me. If I had to blame anyone for all these mosquito bites, I have 3 options in mind. Amtrak, most of all, for keeping me waiting here. Rigsby, because I want to. Rigsby I am. And who should be my third blame? Elvis? Is that acceptable? Can I blame Elvis if I want to? I think I just got a mosquito on the phone. Or on screen. Let's see, it was close to the truck, so I had to take a look at that later. Wow, I've been waiting that long for Amtrak. I know I started this early intentionally, but whoosh. Give me a sign that the Amtrak is on its way. Please. So that I mustn't suffer through these heaters anymore. Oh, here we go. I hear it. All right, pedestrian walkway just got activated. And here comes the Amtrak. Showtime. Sorry about that, mosquito. I think I got bit on my hand, on my right palm. As you just saw, the eastbound signal went red. Amtrak is still in view, so that's why I'm still alive. Traffic is now progressing. And I think it's rounding the bend. Yes. Okay, I just lost sight of Amtrak. About close to 5 minutes, I think. That red to the right will go back yellow until the next east or westbound freight approach. So thank you for tuning in for half an hour, which I think should have been 20 minutes, give or take. Let's see. It's 9:23 right now. Oh no, that should have been like like a 10-minute video at best. But it ended up being half an hour of me talking, getting bit by mosquitoes for you, the rail fans. So thank you, Fast CSX, for watching. Whoa. MS tripped. And thank you for anyone else who was watching that didn't comment. You're still a watcher, and I thank you. Until I do the next live video, see ya.